So then you were talking about what to do with things when you are creating a lot, and then you have to work out what to do with it. So obviously for you, part of it is you do things with the band, and then you're doing solo projects as well. Do you have some organizational system for your output? So you're like, okay, well, I'm making all this stuff, and I'm going to have this folder here for that might be rough and tumble. This might be Jen Mize solo, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I have to be a little bit more organized than I used to be for sure. Because otherwise it just gets really convoluted and I don't know what I'm doing at any one given moment. There's still those mornings where I wake up and I go, oof, what am I going to tackle today? You know? But for the most part, it's folders. It's just scheduling, monthly and then week to week within that month of the things, task oriented things I need to get done. And I mean, if I add on top of it all of my session work, which I do at home, I do a lot of background vocals for people's records. So that's just another thing, I'll get a message from Shane Nicholson going, hey, I've got these 3 songs for this artist. Can you get it back to me within the next 2 weeks? And I go, yep, I'll squeeze that in here, here, and here. Which again, that just keeps me in creative flow. So I relish every time I get those opportunities. And, sometimes I'm doing backup vocals for somebody's record, then I'm going to the place that they're recording. Like later this year, I'll be going to Kelly to do Kelly Cork's new record. Right. So it's kind of all at the same time, and you're trying to just field it all. But when I'm teaching songwriting at the Songmuster or the DAG Sheep Station, I'm fully there. Mm-hmm. It's easy at the DAG because there's no Wi-Fi. Yeah. So everything else just stops and everyone knows that I'm kind of unreachable for a few days. But at the Songmuster, I'm just, in the moment. There's no time really to have many distractions. And then I keep a very, very specific folders for each co-write. And I do a lot of my co-writing now on my computer, which I didn't used to do. But just for file's sake, now it's necessary.
You mentioned that no internet access at the DAG. It's surprising how often that comes up as cited as an advantage when people talk about the DAG. Like, it's so great, there's no internet.
It is really great. It's so great because you're fully in the moment. No one's on their phones, scrolling or anything like that. Everyone's fully like in the present moment, which is really beautiful. The one thing that can get a little tricky with that is if you want to do research.
Right.
Like, if you're trying to write a song about a place. I was working on a song with a fella named Cody, and we were trying to research a place we couldn't research, and that was all I knew. I knew it was someplace close to where I'm from in Nevada. And I was like, I don't know the name of that, but it's someplace west of Tonopah. And he's like, can we put that in the song? And I was like, yes, we can.
So there you go. You use the lack of research as an advantage.
That's right. We rolled with it because we had no other option.